What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We've got some round 3 action for you here at our Modern FNM. We've got 34 players strong here tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. We've got Matt on Yawgmoth. I assume it's some green-based, black-based Yawgmoth against Jake on Mardu Blink. Y'all wanted Jake, you get Jake. You ask, and I shall deliver. But thanks, everybody, for joining us. If you're watching live and it's your first time here, we stream each and every single Friday night at 7 p.m. Central, Impact Gaming Center, twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center, rather. If you are new, make sure to follow us. And if you are a returning viewer and you dig us, make sure to consider subscribing on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, though, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's free to do that over there. And no matter where you're watching, hit up ImpactGamingCenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. Alrighty, let's get to the action. We've got Delighted Halfling for Matt. And Jake has a Shadowy Backstreet. But let's see how this one goes. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Jake is a regular here. He is on Team Impact. And then we have Matt, who is St. Louis. He used to live in St. Louis. I don't think he lives in St. Louis anymore. But he's a regular in the area. There's a young wolf, and Matt's going to pass back to Jake. Little untap, little draw. There's a swamp. And there is a Kiki Jiggy Saga. It's going to make a Goblin Shaman. And it looks like Matt is in the tank here. Springheart Nantuko, trigger. It's the second Springheart Nantuko deck. Green Sun for 0. I haven't seen Springheart Nantuko since Nadu days of Modern, and here tonight I've seen 2 decks playing Springheart Nantuko. That's good value, though, for Matt. Going to make 2 Turtwigs. Got a Ragavan. Recruiter. What else? Blink the Fable. We're going to reset it and make another Goblin Shaman. Matt's at 14. Jake's got the best tokens here. Here's Yawgmoth. All right, sacks. The young wolf draws a card. A Yawg and a Malevolent Rumble in Matt's hand. Alrighty. Tick tick goes the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Gonna discard Ragavan. How are we doing this here? Ooh, there's a Soul Cauldron. Token's gonna block. Sack on the stack. Fatal Poosh. Yawg will hit the bin, but Matt does have another Yawg there. Here's a Flage. Alrighty, back to Matt. Malevolent Rumble. Thumbs up from Jake. Wolf, Agatha Soul Cauldron, Ice Till Explorer, and Windswept Heath. So we got some options here. Matt's going to take a look at the graveyard for Jake here. Lone Wolf inbound. Overgrown Tomb tapped. And back to Jake. Fable the Mirror Breaker going to flip. Reflections of Kiki Jiki. Exert Arena of Glory into Belmerk. Gonna get Emperor of Bones. Battle. Wow. Here's Bowmasters and an Umbreon. Block Flage. Down to 3. And Matt's going to scoop him up, and that's going to be it. Alrighty, so Jake going to pick up game number 1 here as we head to the sideboard. Thanks, everybody, for joining us as these guys start to sideboard. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. If you are watching live, hey, I haven't heard from anybody in a while. Y'all falling asleep on me? But thanks, everybody, for joining us. If you are watching on Twitch, we appreciate you. If you're new to this stream, we do this every single Friday night at 7 p.m. Central. So consider following. Consider subscribing on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe there. Of course, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. I'm excited to see the epic conclusion of this match. I'm also excited to see who we'll have in round number 4 into the feature match area. As we say that, let's kick it over to the Impact Cam. Alrighty, let's get back down to it. Looks like Matt has led us off with a Burning Catacomb. That's the name of the card. If I don't know the name of it, I know what it does. If I know what it does, I don't know the name of it. Alrighty, here we go. Vizier of Many Faces. This might be one that not a lot of what am I talking about? Starting to get tired, folks. Vizier. Apatra, the Vizier of Poisons. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Like I just said, I don't know the name of cards. Anyways, here is Apatra. It is a 2-mana 2/2. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Whenever you do that, whenever you put a -1/-1 counter on a creature, create a 1/1 green snag with that touch. So it kind of does a little combo thing with several of the cards in this deck. Here's a Misty Rainforest. There's a Grist the Hunger Tide. Been a while since we saw this one, so let's get it up on television screen for y'all. 3-mana 3 loyalty. As long as it isn't on the battlefield, it is a 1/1 insect creature in addition to its other types. Very interesting card. Also, it has some abilities here. +1 to create a 1/1 black and green insect token. Then mill a card. If it is an insect, proceed to put a loyalty counter on Grist and repeat the process. You -2 it. You may sacrifice a creature. When you do, destroy target creature or planeswalker. And then -5, each opponent loses life equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. 3 to Grist. And attack Grist. Alrighty. Pretty productive turn there for Jake. All right, Jake, what you got, my friend? Matt's kind of doing it over there, doing all the stuff and things that his deck likes to do. 3 mana. Never mind. Falling asleep, Jake. Come on, bro. There's a Flicker Wisp. Jake said move to combat. Make a snack. All right, sacrificing again to put a -1 counter on the Flicker Wisp this time with Yawgmoth.
If the target goes away.
Ephemerate the Flicker Wisp. And Matt's going to do it again. That'll take care of it. And block. That'll take down the Felia. Now Jake's got nothing here. Surveil. Land to the bin. Pass. And there's a Grisp drawn. Matt's hand's pretty good. Here's a Delighted Halfling. A Young Wolf. And has an Orcish Bowmasters in hand as well. -1 there. Draw a card. Bowmasters. Ping it for 1. Alrighty, back to Matt. These matches with Yawgmoth on camera are always just kind of a bit of a slog, I think, because there's a lot of stuff going on. All right, here is Grist making a dude. Not quite sure what Pokemon that is. shoot the halfling. And even after everything, I mean, Matt's still in this game. Jake's at 18 freaking life. Like, this is still anybody's game, I think. Arctic Tiger, thanks for that follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, Matt's going to scoop it up. Jake is going to take the W, and he'll be playing in the finals. We might even see him in the next round. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Appreciate you for hanging out. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. Follow, subscribe, hit up all of our socials. Until the next time I see you, whether it's in the next video or the next round, I've been Alex. Catch y'all on the flippy flop. Adios, everyone. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Alex and Paul here in the booth.
Yo.
We've got not Hobbs, but we've got Cruz on Samwise combo 2-0 against Wyatt on Eldrazi Tron, also 2-0. And they are off to a ripping start already.